Welcome to the Dark Truth Diaries, where betrayal isn't just a wound. It's a spark that ignites the darkest revenge. Tonight's story isn't about violence. It isn't about weapons or brute force. It's about something far more terrifying. A crime that destroys a person without ever touching them. Identity theft. But what happens when the victim refuses to stay a victim? What happens when she decides to steal something far more valuable than a name, a bank account, or a life savings? Tonight, you'll hear the chilling, true crime story of he stole her identity, so she stole his life back. Get comfortable. Turn the lights down. Because this one cuts deeper than you think. Elena Marlowe was the kind of woman who played life straight. A 33-year-old accountant, organized, responsible, predictable. She paid her bills on time, filed her taxes early, shredded every piece of mail with her name on it. Her life wasn't glamorous, but it was stable, safe, and boring in the best possible way. But boring is a luxury you don't realize you have until someone shatters it. It started with a phone call. Elena Marlowe, this is Discover Bank. We're calling about the $4,217 balance on your new card. I don't have a Discover card. Silence on the line, followed by confusion, followed by dread. Then came the second call, and the third, and the letter, and the bill for a car she never bought. In a single week, her entire financial identity collapsed. Her credit destroyed. Her accounts frozen. Her reputation questioned. Someone had stolen everything with her name on it and used it like a shopping spree. Elena felt violated, exposed, naked in a world that suddenly felt dangerous. The police told her identity theft cases rarely led to arrests. Her bank told her it could take months. Her job told her to take time off until things settled. Everything she built was slipping away. Most victims wait for help. But Elena wasn't most victims. She requested access to all fraudulent charges. Examined every address, every receipt, every timestamp. One detail stuck out. A recurring delivery address in Haverbrook. A town she'd never heard of. Packages accepted by a single name. A lark. A ghost. A shadow. A thief who ruined her life as easily as adding items to a cart. She reported it. But police had bigger problems. So Elena did something uncharacteristic. Something dangerous. She drove there herself. The building was a run-down, low-income apartment complex. Broken buzzer. Graffiti. A smell like old cigarettes and broken promises. She watched from her car. At 6:14 p.m., a man walked out with a stack of packages. Tall. Sandy hair. Expensive sneakers he clearly couldn't afford. And a phone he checked obsessively. He wore her life like a costume. Her credit. Her purchases. Her stability. Elena took pictures. Videos. Notes. She drove home shaking with anger. But anger soon crystallized into something sharper. A plan. Deep online digging, social engineering, a few accidental calls to companies he ordered from. And she had him. Damon Lark. 32. A serial identity thief. 4 arrests. 0 convictions. A master of slipping through legal cracks. He didn't just take her money. He took her reputation. Her security. Her identity. He had a life because he stole hers. And Elena. She had nothing left to lose. Elena created a fake online persona. Mila Rhodes, a freelance designer with a taste for edgy, artistic men. She used Damon's publicly visible interests. Fashion, cryptocurrencies, underground nightlife. And mirrored them. She sent him a DM. Hey, saw your profile. Love the jacket in your last pic. You have incredible taste. Within minutes, he responded. Within hours, he flirted. Within days, they were talking constantly. Damon thought he found a dream woman. In reality, he found his executioner. They met in person 2 weeks later. Elena, disguised, wearing a wig, contacts, and makeup, was unrecognizable. Damon fell hard. Fast. Mila understood him. Complimented him. Admired his lifestyle. Even praised the hustles he bragged about. He told her everything. Crimes. Methods. Locations of fake IDs. Stashes of stolen credit cards. He bragged about how easy it was to ruin dumb people. Elena smiled sweetly. She wasn't dumb. She was patient. With every date, every text, every confession, Elena gathered evidence. Videos of him bragging about identity scams. Photos of his fake documents. Screenshots of transactions. Voice recordings. Timestamps. Addresses. Accomplices. Banks used. Victims targeted. She learned his routines. When he slept. When he worked. Where he kept his laptop. Where he hid stolen mail. She found everything. Then she weaponized it. Elena used Damon's own techniques against him. She opened credit cards in his name. Maxed them out in 24 hours. She drained his crypto wallets using passwords he drunkenly told her. She rerouted his mail to a P.O. box she controlled. She filed a fraud report against him with compiled evidence. But the masterpiece. She created fake online profiles impersonating him. While impersonating Mila. Pointing him toward crimes he didn't commit yet. So they would all trace back to him. And he never suspected a thing. Because he thought he was in love. It happened on a Thursday morning. Damon woke up to frozen bank accounts. Cancelled credit cards. Debt collectors calling. Police knocking. Federal agents seizing his devices. They had mountains of evidence. Perfectly organized. Perfectly time-stamped. Perfectly incriminating. Evidence he never knew he handed over. He swore he was framed. They didn't believe him. He looked for Mila. She vanished. Just like he vanished from Elena's life. He was charged with identity theft, wire fraud, mail fraud, possession of stolen documents, cybercrime violations. He didn't walk free this time. He walked into a 12-year federal sentence. Weeks later, before sentencing, Mila requested a jail visit. Damon was ecstatic. He thought she came to support him. But it wasn't Mila who walked in. It was Elena. His smile dropped. His face drained. "You stole my identity," she said calmly. "So I stole your life." He stammered, begged, panicked. Elena simply stood up. "You taught me something," she said. "You don't destroy someone by hurting them. You destroy them by becoming the one thing they trust. And using it against them." She walked away. He never saw her again. Elena rebuilt her life. Banks restored her accounts. Her credit recovered. But she didn't return to her old job. Her old routines. Her old, simple life. Because something inside her had changed. She learned she wasn't weak. She wasn't helpless. She wasn't prey. She was capable of reclaiming everything she lost. And taking more. And Damon? He had 12 years to think about the woman who beat him at his own game. This story raises a chilling question. When someone steals your identity, what are you entitled to steal back? Was Elena justified? Or did she cross the line? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your verdict. If you enjoyed this dark tale of justice served cold, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the Dark Truth Diaries, and tap the notification bell, so you never miss another heart-stopping story. Until next time, stay cautious, stay curious, and remember, sometimes the most dangerous revenge is the one that never leaves a fingerprint.